Why silence protects broken systems. There is something that allows systems to continue operating, even when there are clear signs that something is not right. And that something is not always power. It is silence. Most people believe that systems continue because of authority, structure, or control. And while those things do play a role, they are not the primary reason. The primary reason is that people do not speak. Not because they have nothing to say, but because speaking comes with risk. There is a psychological cost to questioning authority. There is a social cost to stepping outside of what is accepted. And there is a personal cost to standing alone when others choose to remain quiet. So what happens instead? People observe, they notice, they question internally. But externally, they remain silent. This creates a pattern where behavior continues, not because it is correct, but because it is unchallenged. And over time, silence begins to look like agreement. This is how systems maintain themselves, not through force alone, but through the absence of resistance. Because when people do not speak, systems are never required to respond. When concerns are not voiced, they are never addressed. When patterns are not identified, they are allowed to repeat. And this does not happen all at once. It happens gradually. One moment of hesitation, one decision not to question, one instance of ignoring what feels off, and then another, until silence becomes the norm. But silence is not neutral. Silence supports whatever already exists, whether that is functioning properly or not. And this is where awareness becomes critical. Because once a person recognizes the role that silence plays, they begin to see things differently. They begin to understand that what is not said can be just as powerful as what is. They begin to recognize that patterns continue not only because of what people do, but because of what they allow. This is not about creating conflict. It is about understanding behavior. It is about recognizing that systems are not just maintained by those in control, but also by those who choose not to challenge what they see. And that awareness changes how a person moves. It changes what they accept. It changes what they ignore. And it changes how early they respond. Because the longer something goes unchallenged, the more difficult it becomes to change. This is Medical Secrets TV. Come back for more. And this is where awareness replaces silence.